May buntag kanyo tanan. Magandang umaga sa inyo lahat. Si Mario na naman ito. Gagawin na naman akong bagong video ngayon. Tungkol, alam mo na anong ano ko. Ang topic natin is basically about Bitcoin again. Remember, yung mga video yung ginagawa ko sandalian lang. I usually just stick to one topic about Bitcoin. So, araw-araw meron kayong matutunan. So, hopefully, you're following this video. So, at least you learn one item about Bitcoin. And my goal is basically para matuto kayo ng, na terminology about Bitcoin and yung mga ibang topics about Bitcoin. So, you can continue and makikinig kayo sa YouTube from other Bitcoin na gumagawa ng video tungkol sa Bitcoin. Kasi kung baguhan pa lang kayo, kung makikinig kayo sa mga ibang YouTuber doon na hindi mo maintindihan yung pinagsasabi nila eh. Kasi Bitcoin, just like anything else, they have their own terminology na ginagamit. If you're a lawyer, mga legal laws na sinusunod ninyo, or if you're sa akin, real estate, so in real estate we use so many different terminology na hindi ginagamit ng mga common people. So I'm slowly, hopefully introducing you in a simple way, anong mga ibig sabihin nun. So kung matuto na kayo, you can always continue and listen to other, YouTubers. Just like what I said before you learn to run, you need to learn how to walk. Before you need to learn how to walk, you need to learn how to crawl. Ang ginagawa ko is teach you how to crawl para matuto kayong maglakad at saka tumakbo. And ang lesson natin ngayon is basically, gusto ko pakita sa inyo, ang Bitcoin is the top performing assets sa lahat ng mga assets na pwede nyong bilhin o i-invest. Kagaya ng stocks, kagaya ng bonds, kagaya ng real estate, kagaya ng gold, or any other commodities out there. Of course, US-based ako, so ang comparison na gagawin ko is basically sa Amerika, sa US, kasi hindi ko alam ang numbers dun sa ibang countries eh. Hindi ko kabisado ang Pilipinas. Alam kong Pilipinas kasi bumibili na ako ng mga lupa sa Pilipinas, pero hindi ko alam how to compare it to Bitcoin. I don't know the numbers. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay? So, ang gagawin ko, i-compare ko sila between Bitcoin, real estate, and gold. Kasi yan ang pinakatatlong asset na malakas ang appreciation. Makikita natin ang gagawin ko lang from the last 10 years. Bitcoin has only been around 15 years. Nag-umpisa siya, actually the white paper was written in 2008, pero nag-umpisa sila mag-mining is on 2009, January 2009. So, dapat sabihin ko na lang January 2009. Diba? So, from the last 10 years, so from May 2014 to May 2024, which is ngayon, Mayo na ngayon eh. Ang price ng Bitcoin was 450 per coin sa Mayo 2014. And Mayo 2024, ang price ng Bitcoin sobra pa sa 50,000. Gagawin ko lang ng average na 50,000, pero actually umabot na ng 64,000. So sobra pa dyan. So based on that number, the percentage growth of Bitcoin from May 2014 to 2024 umabot ng 11,011%. 11,011%. Ganyan tumaas ang Bitcoin. Actually, sobra pa nan. Okay? So, and hindi pa tapos ang Mayo. Nag-uumpisa pa lang. Ang real estate, Ang problema sa real estate sa US, iba-iba ang presyo. Hindi magkakapareho kasi yung location niya at saka yung property type hindi magkapareho. Merong residential, may commercial. So, at saka yung growth rate sa iba-ibang lugar, hindi pareho. So, ang gagawin ko na lang, gagawa ako ng approximate national average growth sa the whole real estate. So, according to the Federal Housing Finance Agency, ang house price index, the national average price from May 2014 was around 200,000 for a house. Bahay na lang ang gagawin natin para mahirap kasi hindi ko maano yung magkano yung mga commercial properties eh. So, from May 2014, 200,000 for a single family house in the US. That's the average price. That's dollars. So, in May 2024, ang national average home prices tumaas approximately 350,000 national. Hindi magkakapareho yan. Sa lugar ng Seattle, sa lugar ko, umabot na ng 600,000 ang value ng mga single family houses. That's average. Pero yung mga maliliit na lugar, yung, you know, all over the US, hindi magkakapareho eh. Pero yung mga big city, mas mahal. So based on that personal growth of real estate, lumalabas na from May of 2024 to May of 14 to May to 2024, the percentage growth price is about 75%, which I think is a very conservative number. So, dudublehin ko na lang yan para mataas, gawin ko ng 140%. Para lang, you know, kasi ang kinukuha nilang average, maraming malilit na taon kasi, at saka mura-mura lang ang real estate sa malilit na taon. So, dudublehin ko lang. Instead of 75%, gawin ko ng 150%. Ang stocks naman, ganoon din, hindi magkapareho ang presyo. So, ang S&P 500 index, yan ang the best stocks, the 500 best stocks sa US. Kung hindi, and that's based on their benchmark na ginagawa nila, yung, you know, the profit, yung basically, yung accounting principles na tinitingnan nila. So, before ka makapasok sa S&P 500, you have to hit their benchmark. So, para yung stock market performance nila. So, based on that, in May 2014, the S&P 500 index was around 1,900 points. In May 2024, the S&P 500 index umabot ng 4,200 points. So, the percentage growth of that, based on that number, was 121%. Gawin na rin, i-double na rin natin para gawin natin yung talagang malakas na yung stocks na ang bilis tumubo, you know, kasi mayroong mga stocks yan, ano yung kagaya ng Amazon or Apple or even yung Tesla. Yung 121, let's make it, gawan na natin ng 1,000% na tumaas ang value, okay? Ng performance yan. Gawin na natin ng 1,000%. Yung real estate, dinoble ko, umabot ng 150. Taasin pa rin natin, double pa natin. Gawin na lang natin ng 300%, tumaas ng 300% in the last 10 years. So, ang real estate, I raised it from 75, maging 300% na lang. Naging 300%. Ibig sabihin, in 10 years, it went up 300% ang appreciation niya, ang growth niya. Ang stocks naman, actually, the percentage lumabas is 121 for national average in S&P 500. Gagawin natin ng 1,000%. Just para pataasin natin ang husto. Wala pa rin, they cannot beat Bitcoin. Ang Bitcoin is conservative kasi ginawa ko ng 50,000 lang eh. Alam mo, ang price ng Bitcoin ngayon is 63,000 right now at this moment. May, ano ba ngayon? May 9. Right now is May 9. 63,000. Pero ang ginamit kong number is 50,000 ang price ng Bitcoin. So yung 11,000%, conservative pa yan. So Bitcoin, hands down, talagang malaking difference. Kung nag-invest ka sa Bitcoin in May 2014, isang Bitcoin is 450. Kahit isang Bitcoin lang ang nabili mo. Yung $450 na Bitcoin mo, naging 63,000 after 10 years. Can you imagine that? 63,000? Kung dalawang Bitcoin, kung naggumasto ka ng at least $1,000 sa Bitcoin, meron ka ng $100,000. Grabe, ano? Hindi pa kasamang, ano yan, yung tinatawag nila ng compounding. Wala pang compounding yan, ha? Just the percentage growth lang yan. So, overall, sa the top performing asset all over the US, kahit na anong asset ang sasabihin mo, gold, real estate, stocks and bond, grabe talaga ang Bitcoin. So, tingnan ko yung number sa gold. Sandali lang, hanapin ko. The number on gold for the last 10 years, tumaas siya. Based na, ang price ng gold in 2014 was 1,300. In May 2024, it's 1,900 na ngayon. So tumaas siya ng $600. So lumalabas ang price ng gold for the last 10 years, tumaas ng 46%. Ano na naman natin dyan? Let's pataasin na naman natin. Let's say 1,000 rin ang gold. 1,000%. So, kahit na pataasin natin ng even though if we'll say 1,000% tumaas ang gold, talo pa rin sa Bitcoin. So, Bitcoins, hands down, is the best top performing asset, and that's yung ang lesson natin. And bakit importante yan? Na top performing asset ang Bitcoin. And what's the reason for that? And the number one reason for that is Bitcoin is scarcity ng Bitcoin. Ibig sabihin 21 million lang supply, and the supply is going down. And ang demand ng Bitcoin, so from both sides, from the demand side and the supply side, tumaas. Bumagsak ang supply ng Bitcoin at tumaas ang demand kasi marami ng ETF ngayon. Kasama na Hong Kong, and ang acceptance, global acceptance ng Bitcoin and adoption, it went up really high compared to 10 years ago. And that's the main reason why na tumaas talaga ang Bitcoin. And the reason na importante rin yan is basically, sinasabi ko kanyo, the best investment out there is Bitcoin. Wala makakatalo sa Bitcoin. So if you're planning on investing in some kind of asset, make it Bitcoin. But remember again, sinasabi ko, Bitcoin is so volatile. Kung takot kayo sa volatility, huwag na kayo mag-invest kasi matatalo lang kayo. Kung babagsak ang presyo, magagalit lang kayo. Sabihin nyo na saan yung pera ko? Lugi ako. Not knowing na the growth. But so if you look at the historical growth of Bitcoin, the appreciation of Bitcoin, sobrang-sobra. Wala makakatalo nun. So can you imagine that? Bumagsak ng 20, 30%, 50%, 60%. Wala, takot na tayo. Magfa-FUD na tayo. So, that's our lesson for today. And hopefully you learned something. And hopefully you can subscribe to help me out. Maraming salamat. I'll see all of you tomorrow again. Thank you. Bye.